Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for small states. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Who is the governor of your state now? Bill Lee. Bill Lee. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. Why did the United States enter World War II? Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? Six years. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. What are 2 cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Labor, Secretary of State. What is the supreme law of the land? Constitution. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. If the President can no longer serve who becomes president. The vice president. How many senators does each state have? 2. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Checks and balances. Who vetoes bills? The President. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Rights, laws. What is the economic system of the United States? Free market economy. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. Name the 3 branches of government. Congress, President, and the courts. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. Name one power of the president. Signs bills into law. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. What major event happened on September 11, 2001, in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? War for Independence. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Name one example of an American innovation. Airplane. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Freedom of assembly. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Marsha Blackburn. Bill Hagerty. Marsha Blackburn. Bill Hagerty. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Vietnam War. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. what founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President. Name one power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Sherman's March. Why did the United States enter World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. ships. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Iraq. What part of the federal government writes laws? Congress. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the military. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1776. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? U.S. citizens. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Delaware, Virginia. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote. Run for office. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? We all become one. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Father of the Constitution. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. What is the capital of your state? Nashville. Nashville. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Who appoints federal judges? The President. When did all men get the right to vote? after the Civil War. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Name two promises that new citizens make in the oath of allegiance. Be loyal to the United States. Defend the U.S. Constitution. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Crow. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? The powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? Two years. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. First Secretary of the Treasury. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality, liberty. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Martin Luther King, Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War.